And
And
now
I
for
knew
part two.
we definitely discussed this, over the last month or so as we were leading up to this past weekend. And he had meetings with the church and the pastor that was being installed. And I, of course, had rehearsals and all of that. And we talked about it extensively, what this past weekend would look like. And he mentioned, he said, this is the first time ever that I'm going to miss your opening night. And I was not discouraged at all. My husband
Yes.
supports me, he loves me,
Mhm.
and I'm like, it's okay, babe. You got to do what you got to do. I
Yes,
said,
yes,
there
yes.
may be times, and I said this, I said, there may be times where you may not make an opening night. And I'm
Mhm.
okay with that because my husband has has and does love me to the moon and back.
Yes.
I am secured in his love. And never will I ever feel slighted or anything like that. I'm like, babe, it's okay. Now I told him,
Yes.
I said, now you do need to try to make it on tomorrow.
Right.
And the reason why I said that, it was not so much as you got to make it because you my husband and all that.
Yeah.
I really wanted him to see this production
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
he knew the amount of time and work that I spent on it. And he knew how excited I was with the cast and the storytelling. And so I said, whatever you got to do, just try to make it on
Yeah.
Saturday. And
Yeah.
we had a funeral on Saturday. We again, our life has been so crazy these last several weeks, just a lot has been going on. And so we
Mhm.
had a funeral of a beloved worshiper of our ministry that I wished I wanted that I could have attended and felt bad
Mhm.
that I could not be there for that
Yeah.
family because I was at my production. So he had
Yeah.
to preach that homegoing service, leave that homegoing service, and come straight to my production
Yeah.
just to say, babe, I'm here. And I was happy. I was happy. I tell him this all the time that I don't care where we are, when he's not with me, something doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
It just, if we're at an event and he's not with me, or if I know he's on his way, when he shows up, I feel secured.
Yeah.
I tell him that all the time. It's like whenever you show up, I'm good. Like when you don't show up, it's something missing. But when you show up
Yeah.
and I see you walking in that door, hurrying like you do, just walking fast. Y'all know how he does. Man on a mission, just walking fast. But it does something to me as his wife that my security is here.
Yes.
And when he's traveling, which he does
Mhm.
a lot, he
Mhm.
travels a lot to preach. He travels a lot to minister. And I don't feel right when he's not here.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, I'm good,
Yeah.
but but it's something missing in the house.
Mhm.
It's not the house
Yes.
is not
Yes.
saying it's the same
Yes.
without him. And I
Yes.
make sure I let him know how much he protects me and how much he secures me when he's
Yes.
around.
Yes.
So while our purpose sometimes leads us in two different directions, at the center of our marriage is ministry. That's
Mhm.
what
Mhm.
brings us together. And
Mhm.
that's what we still, love to do together as a couple. I've told him there are going to be times where I may be traveling. I may be in
Mhm.
New York for Broadway. I may be
Yeah.
in Los Angeles and Hollywood,
Come on.
like
New
that.
York.
And there
Yes.
may be times where you may not be able to come, but
Yeah.
just you saying, babe, you can do this.
Yes.
Babe, I'm going to push you. There's been times when he's believed in me more than I believed in myself.
Oh,
Mm.
that's
There's been times when he's pushed me when I've just said, you know what, maybe this is not for me anymore. And he'll tell
Yes.
me, no, you can't quit. I won't let you quit. I'm going to push you. So
Yes.
I'm grateful to God that while we sometimes are in two different paths, that because we love each other and we honor each other so much, that's the glue that holds us together.
I love it. I can hear the love
Me too.
between the two
Both of
of you
you.
all. I can see it also, and I can hear it. And what I love about you two, no, not Bishop Hudson is not getting up there saying my baby, my wife, my wife, my wife, my wife. But when he talks about you, he talks about you with honor, and he loves. I can hear it.
Mhm.
I can hear it
Mhm.
in his voice. So I know that it doesn't, it takes time to get there. I don't think that that's something that just happens overnight. The love that you all
Yeah.
have for one another. So I do want to ask you all, so how do you make that space for the rest, for the rejuvenation, for the renewal of a love between you two? Because yes, you can get up and you can preach, you can teach, we can say we love each other, but it has to be some time put in.
Mondays are normally like a rest day for us.
Hmm.
Although I would say maybe the last couple of years, Mondays has turned into a work day for both of us.
Yeah, it used to be. That's old, Drake.
That's old. That's you're right. That's so old.
That's when we first got married. Monday.
Hey man, you are totally right about that. Mondays are
So,
Mondays
so
now.
here's the thing. You're all, as a entrepreneur, as a leader, to be honest, you're always working. And
Yes.
to protect that, when we go on vacation, what we do is put a space in for work. So we say, hey, you got the first 2 hours of the day from 10 a.m. to 12 noon to do your work. After 12 noon, turn your computer off. It's vacation because you don't want to be sneaking around trying to do stuff. It's not that you're having conversations,
Right,
but
right,
we
right,
give
right.
each other space to do what you need to do because it
Hmm.
is who you are. You have to take care of your business. So it's just a different lifestyle. And we haven't
Yes.
always been this way. We have grown, we have matured.
Yeah.
Sometimes ladies in one state, I'm in another state,
Hmm.
and that can be difficult. But our
Yes.
connection is in our hearts. When we don't have presence, we have a heart connection. We talk to each other, we
Yeah.
text each other, we FaceTime each other to keep that connection going.
Yeah,
That's
very
good.
true, Archbishop. And like what you stated, we had to grow into this. And so, when I was, working, not as an entrepreneur, but as an employee in corporate America, and we would go on vacations and he would be on his phone and, lack of immaturity, lack of,
Yeah.
all of not, having the right mindset. And it's like, why are you on your phone? We on vacation. But then when I became an entrepreneur and yeah,
Yeah. You said the table was turned just a
yeah.
little bit.
All the tables have turned. Running a business, having
Yeah.
employees,
Mhm.
having deadlines, and so we came up with that agreement that on vacations, whether they're vacations that are multiple days or even just staycations, we'll, do what we can, answer text messages, call people, emails, and then after that time period has expired, then we're gonna have some fun. It's not, we're not on each other on our phones or anything like that. And that's the life I would say of individuals that are driven by purpose.
Yes.
So for
Yes.
someone to
Yes.
say,
Yes.
"Oh,
Yes.
no, that well, that's not your life, but this is our life. Our life is 24 hours.
Yes.
There is no
Yes.
breaks. We don't get to say when a person dies. We can't tell the family no. And again, I had to
Yes.
grow into all of this.
Yeah.
When we first
Mhm.
got married, oh my God.
Listen, she
Like
said, what's wrong with this church?
I said,
These
something
people
is going
die.
on.
The
I said,
death
we need
in the
to,
church,
there's
something is wrong.
warfare. This is warfare. People would pass it away, and he was leaving out of the bed at 2 o'clock in the morning to go visit and I'm like, wait a minute. What did I get myself into?
But hey,
Now, we understand
Right.
that this is a part of
Yeah.
ministry, that
Yes.
when the sick has to be visited, when people
Mhm.
die, when people pass, you have to be there for the families.
Yeah.
And you don't get to just say, turn it
yeah,
off, turn
man,
it on whenever you want to. That's not what ministry is about. It is being accessible. But for us,
Yes.
we just determined that we're going to be happy, we're going to be on one accord, and that's going to be our marriage. We're going to always be on one accord.
if I could have these three times
Hmm.
that I feel every couple needs,
Yes.
you
Hmm.
need time alone. I don't care how long you've been married,
Yes.
you need time alone. If that's 2 days, 3 days, time alone. time with just the husband and wife, the spouse come together and have a vacation, have a break, spouses, husband and wife come together, and then time with the entire family, husband, wife, children. Those are three different breaks, three different vacations that every person deserves. It gives rest in different areas. It gives restoration, rejuvenation. You need those three vacations. Just my little opinion.
And may I add one to that?
Yes,
Come on.
yes, yes.
You need a bestie. You need a time with your friend. And there are times that, listen,
That
when
part.
I need to talk to my girlfriend, my best friend, yes. So
Yes.
I like to add that in as well.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's good. I like that.
That is so true. I love the tips and advice, and I love the transparency that you both have because of being leaders at your magnitude. It's important for other younger pastors and wives, married couples, people that's been married for years to really hear because you guys sit in such high seats. I have a question for both of you to answer as we're wrapping up our interview. What is one word that you would use to describe each other? So, Pastor Lady, if you had like one word to describe Archbishop, and Archbishop, if you had one word to describe a beautiful, amazing wife, what would that be?
One word to describe my husband would be focused. This man is laser focused. He is so focused at that sometimes I wonder if I married a man or a machine. No, I'm so serious.
Go ahead.
I'm so serious. He is, and it's very inspiring because he's human. And I know there are times when he needs rest. And I, being the balance, will tell him, okay, you need to go to bed. And it's not that he's acted out of character or anything like that. It's just I know you're still human. You are not 25 years old anymore. You are now in your early 50s. You need some rest. You need to don't no, you don't have to answer that text message. No, you don't have to do that. You don't have to go to that service. As much as you love church, you don't have to do that now. But that's how focused he is on his assignment. He is focused. So I've drawn from that over the years and I've applied it to my life as a ministry leader, my life as an entrepreneur, my life as a leader. How focused he is.
Yeah.
I mean, rain, sleet, snow, hurricane, whatever. This man yes. And sometimes I just look and I don't say anything. I just say, wow. And he never changes. As focused as he was when I met him in our 20s, he's as even more focused now. 25, 26 years later, he's even more focused now. So yes, that would be my word for you, love, is you're focused.
And thanks, babe. I appreciate that. We don't get to hear each other talk about each other like this. So this is powerful. Thank you for creating this space. My one word, and I have so many, would be creative. My wife's creativity inspires me. It's a turn on. The way she thinks, and life for her is a production. She is always thinking, looking at things, seeing things. It's difficult to get bored because she is so creative. She has new ideas. She has new inventions. She always want to do something. She always want to go somewhere. She want to travel the world. She want to go to Asia, China, New Mexico. She want to meet the president, Oprah Winfrey, everybody, everything. She's just, woo, it's her mind that really turns me on and ignites me because I want to help her fulfill her vision and dream. Every husband wants his wife to be satisfied. I want you ladies to know that all we want is for you all to be happy. We don't tell you that enough. When your wife is not happy, we are sad. Our purpose is to make you happy. And when we feel you are happy, we are fulfilled. So it's my wife's creativity that really, really stirs a lot in me and in our relationship.
I want to thank you for allowing me to watch the reruns that I watched that gets on your nerves.
Oh my Lord, yes. She watched the same shows over and over and over again, and I just sit there and watch them.
I'm guilty. So yeah.
I
I'm
love
guilty.
it. I love it. Okay, so we have one more question for you all. What is one major lesson that you have all have learned in these past 22 years, 26 years overall,
Yeah.
correct?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. So
geez.
what's one major lesson that you all have learned in your marriage?
Oh, my Lord. Would you like to go first?
Well, mine is Ephesians 5. It's what men need, what women need, love and respect. If you love your wife, she will respect you. If you respect your husband, so for us, love is defined as respect. Men feel unloved when they're disrespected. So when you
Yes.
honor your husband, when you speak to him with honor, when you consider him with honor, when you meet his needs with honor, the more you respect him, the more he feels love. And for a woman, the more you love her, she doesn't have a problem respecting you. So I want to always make sure that I respect my wife, that I honor her, that I celebrate her, that I appreciate her, that I let her know she is needed, she is valuable.
Yes.
I need her in my life and in this marriage. So love and respect. Women, respect your husband.
Yes.
Husbands, love
Mhm.
your wives. Is that one
I
thing
love it.
I'm
Yes,
No,
that's
no, no,
great.
that's good. And I do believe too, if a woman feels loved, then she feels safe
Hmm.
as well.
Yes.
And when she feels safe, you got her. What you want to do, boo? What you
That,
want?
Peach,
Okay.
say
peach.
it again. Say it
Right.
again.
So security for
It's
the
security.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yes.
it is.
Yes.
The
love from the
Yes.
security.
man brings security.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Come on
Yeah.
here.
Yep.
I would say
Yes.
what I've learned over the course of the years that we've been together is it's not all about you. So sometimes, your selfishness can get in the way of your love deepening and growing. And I know that, we'll be embarking upon 22 years in August. And, as a woman, as, creative, I do a lot of reflection. Not so much as to be in regret, but to grow as a woman, to grow as a wife. And I've, have remembered many times where I was in my feelings and in my, as the old saints would say, in my flesh and, in my ways. And now looking at that and saying, that was so selfish. Arguments that could have just been squashed, attitudes that I didn't have to take because it was all about me. It was all about me in that moment. And
Yes.
marriage is not all about you. It is not all about your needs and your wants. It is about meeting the needs of your spouse,
Yes.
meeting the wants of your spouse. It is about the two becoming one. And so oftentimes, especially women, we come into the marriage with everything that we want that man to do.
Hmm.
Everything that
A
we want him
list.
to
A
do, a
list.
list
Hmm.
of what we want him to do and how he should act and all of that. Sis, what about you? And I say this to women now
Yeah.
that I mentor and teach, especially for marriage. It is
Hmm.
not about you. I know you coming into the marriage, you want him to do this, you want him to look like this, you want him to act this way. What are you
Hmm.
bringing to the table? What are you bringing into the marriage? And it's not always about your desires. There are
Yes.
times when you will have to deny yourself because it's about two becoming one. There are times when you will need to be silent and don't always speak your mind. It's about two
Mhm.
becoming one. When the goal is two becoming one, then your needs and your wants and your desires don't matter
Yes.
anymore.
Yeah.
So I've learned that over the years that it was not always about me.
Yes.
There were times where I was being too selfish, and God had to work on me, and He had to fix me.
That's good.
Listen,
Wow.
being there for each other in times of celebration and tribulation,
Mhm.
you never know what you have to go through. So suffering, your wife, your husband needs your support. We have been through challenges, through afflictions, and my wife has been there for me, and I've been
Yeah.
there for her. I've had vocal
Yeah.
surgery. She was at the hospital with me. She fought
Yeah.
some afflictions in her body. I was there for
Mhm.
her. So
Yes.
that brings unity, that brings oneness, that helps bring healing to a relationship as well.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And then we went through, it might not mean anything to anyone, but, we had a dog, we had a fur baby that was
Mhm.
with us for many, many years.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Hmm.
we loved him. We cared for him. He was our family. That dog
Yeah.
knew that he was greatly loved in this
Yes.
house. He
I didn't,
knew that.
you didn't want him at first.
At first, I did not want him. I did not. Don't be trying to
Yeah.
put me on blast. No, I did not because it came at a time when he was being elevated to the office of bishop.
Oh
I'm
Lord.
like, who's going to be home with this dog? And
Right.
Yeah.
you're in New York.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we went through that adjustment. I love that dog, but we lost him last year. And
Oh.
it
Yeah.
was a lot. It was a lot. It was an adjustment,
Yeah.
coming home and he's not around. And he was with us for like 15 years.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
you never know what
Wow.
what stages and seasons that your
Hmm.
marriage will go through. But what
Yeah.
I learned is that through tribulation and affliction, it shouldn't separate you all. It should bring
Yes.
you closer
Closer.
together.
Yes.
And the
Yeah.
things we've gone through, it literally brought us closer together. Like
Yeah.
it, I mean, for real, for real. I mean, I
Yes.
loved him on August 14th, 2004, but I love this man like nobody's business now.
Oh, I,
Don't mess
Yes.
with
Right.
him. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
No
And
messing
that
with my
and love should
man. Now,
grow.
look,
It should
I
evolve.
understand.
Love should
Right.
grow. It should evolve. It should get
Yep.
deeper.
Yep.
It
Yes.
should become
Yep.
stronger. If your
Hmm.
love is still
Yes.
on the surface level, then I've got some questions for you. But if your love has
Yes.
grown, it's gotten deeper, it's gotten
Yes.
stronger, then you're on the right track.
This is like
Yes.
some good wisdom. I need our
It
besties
is.
to like rewind this and watch it again,
Yeah.
take some good notes because you guys
Yes.
have dropped so much wisdom. I tell you this a lot. Lady Hudson, your pour is just deep. And the same
Yes.
with you, Archbishop, just the wisdom that you all have, and you're still so young. I can see why the Reformation it keeps growing and growing because you guys are both amazing, amazing
Absolutely.
leaders and
oh,
example in the
thank
body
you.
of Christ.
Thank you.
Yes.
But
Yes.
I have a question
Yes.
for
Yes.
besties before we leave. I hope I can do
You
this. I'm all right.
can,
Yes.
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 I notice because most men don't have friends or they don't know how to have friendships. I see
Yeah.
women who have besties, who
Hmm.
are
Hmm.
friends, who travel, who do things. Most men need to learn how to build relationship, accountability,
Yes.
responsibility. And then I noticed Dr. Irene is single, I believe, right? You're not married, right? And
I'm
then
married.
you married?
She's married. She's
Is she
married.
married? Oh,
Uh-huh.
I didn't know he was married.
Hmm.
Okay. So both of y'all are married. So
Yes.
that's another question too. Okay.
Hmm.
Hmm.
How do you all establish this relationship as besties, as friends? I think husbands and men need to know
Hmm.
how to be friends. So just help
Oh,
us with
that's
that.
good.
Yeah. So here's one thing with our two husbands, they're actually really good friends. So it's not like that Irene and we're just friends. We're friends
Hmm.
as couples. We
Hmm.
Got it.
all go out together, her
Yeah.
and I. We may
Hmm.
do our thing. Bruce and Mitchell, they're doing their thing. So we're
Hmm.
friends as couples.
Hmm.
But I do believe you have to, as the word tells us, you have to show yourself friendly. And then you have to choose who you want to share with. Of course, being prayerful, ask God, okay, I need somebody to talk to besides you, Jesus. I need somebody else that I can actually talk to that's going to give me honest feedback. Now, I'm not saying, you know, every person out there, every man that you come in contact with, as far as for the men, that should automatically be your good friend. But I do believe that if you ask God to show you who you can trust, who you need to connect to, He will do that. But you first have to show yourself friendly. You have to be open. You have to be open for friendships. You have to be open for connection. So I think that that's the most important thing. You have to be open. And then you can't be so shut down. Dude, open up your mouth. If you are having problems, if you need somebody to talk to, say that. When you make that connection, man, I need to talk. It's concerning me. It's concerning my job. It's concerning my wife. It's concerning parenting. It's concerning just being a man. Whatever it may be, open up your mouth. Stop holding things in. Yes, you could talk to your therapist. Yes, you can. Therapy is good, but where's your boy? Where is your guy? Where is your girl? You need someone that you can talk to.
Ooh,
That's so
y'all got
good.
That's
y'all
just
got to
me.
do this show for me. Y'all got to do this show for me. Y'all need to bring two men on here
Yeah.
with
We are.
women. Men do not open up and talk. We're not
Yeah,
vulnerable. We don't
yeah,
share. Y'all gotta
yeah.
help us. You gotta help
Well,
us.
we actually are
It's
going to have
Okay.
coming.
our husbands on.
Yes,
They're
yes,
going to join
yes,
us, just getting their schedules together. But
yes,
we
yes.
agree because every couple that we've had on, the men have said the same thing. And
Hmm.
Kiran and I have gotten so much revelation about marriage, even just talking to the men, like hearing their point of view, because all we
Yes.
hear is like the woman's point of view.
Yes.
So hearing that male point of view is good. So we've told our husbands the same thing over and over again. Like we really want them to come on the show and share their
Hmm.
perspective because, like Kiran said, we love the fact that they're really good friends. Like they hang out without us
Yeah.
all the time. And I think just hearing their perspective. But to what Kieran was saying about men being friends, like my husband is a military man. And so
Hmm.
he's very, and he's an accountant. Has an A-type personality.
Right.
Yes, he's an accountant. He's actually the chairman of our deacon board at church. And he had to learn how to trust, like let go of that control of the
Yeah.
emotions,
Mhm.
and open up to be friends and be friendly, like
Yes.
Karan was saying, and trust men. Because for a while it was just like him and Pastor Hayes and Bishop Brackett. And I was like, with this other man in the church you could talk to, and so he's slowly getting there, trusting people. So to your
Yes.
point, Bishop Hudson, I think that it is a good conversation to have because
Yes.
even with my husband, just getting him to trust people and
Hmm.
understanding that he can have more friends and be open, I think is a great idea.
Yes, absolutely.
That's a
So
So
great
powerful. I
input,
love what you
guys.
ladies are doing. I love it. I love it.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. So, besties out there, we know I have my handy dandy notebook. We hope you all had your notebooks, your
amazing.
phones, taking notes because they have dropped all of the nuggets and all of the wisdom on us during this podcast. And Bishop Hudson, I'm not going to steal this, but I'm just going to say it again. He said that private happiness is better than personal success. So, couples
Yes.
out there, I do want to encourage you, as they have been encouraging us through this entire episode, as far as to make sure that you are working on your marriage. Don't get out in public and fake it for the people. Nobody
Come
has time for that. And then you
come
going
on.
home and you're miserable. Your goal should be that your marriage is to thrive. You don't want to be in a surviving marriage. You want to be in a thriving marriage. So make sure you work on that foundation. Make sure if you have to get help, if you have to reach out to your pastor, to your first lady, seek counsel, seek couples therapy, do what you have to do. If you got to shut down the world and it's just you and him, you and her, do what you have to do to work on your marriage. In ministry, not in ministry.
Yes.
You want to work on your marriage. So we thank you, Archbishop. We thank you,
Thank
Pastor
you.
Lady, for coming
Thank you.
on
This,
and
this
sharing
is
with
my
us.
second time with the
I
besties.
Yes,
know.
it is. Yes, and not gonna be your last time. Not gonna be
Oh,
your
I
last.
can be with you ladies. This is my first time.
Yes, yes,
I
yes,
got three
yes.
ladies against one man. Go ahead.
But we love
We
again,
love you
like Dr.
guys.
Irene said, that when men come on, we're able to get their perspective. We kind of know as far as how women are feeling, but to
Mhm.
hear it from a man's point of
Love
view,
it.
that's what we really, really need. So again, besties out there, we hope that you all
Thank you
have
so much.
enjoyed this episode. We thank you again, Archbishop and Pastor Lady, for coming
Love you
on.
guys.
Any last words before we go?
We love you guys. Thank you so much. This platform is needed,
Yes.
and because it empowers relationships, it empowers friendships, it brings
Yes.
light to many relational issues and challenges. And I think
Yes.
what you all are providing is showing it, the world that, everybody is not unhappy. Everybody is not
Yes.
in strife,
Yes. Yes.
that there
Yes.
there is the real as opposed to the not real. And
Yeah.
so we just count it an honor to be on your platform. We really do.
I
Thank
would just
you.
like to say invest in your relationships. Life is about relationships, business relationships, love relationships, friendships. You were made for relationships.
That's good.
Thank
All
you.
right, besties, we love you all. And until next time, have an awesome, awesome day. Bye, besties.
Thanks for joining us today. See you next time.